Hey everyone, welcome to our channel.
We're Global Thrifters, my name's Jack.
And I'm Emily.
And together we're a full-time reseller couple here in the UK.
So we've been selling online for a couple of years now.
Yeah, it started us off as a hobby and now we are full-time, mainly on eBay and sometimes in person. After sitting on YouTube one day, we realised there's other people sharing their experiences.
Yeah.
Obviously bump into people at the car booths and auctions and stuff, but it's nice to see other people, see what they're buying, see what they're selling, and just share our experiences. So that's what we hope to do with you guys. So we source most of our stock from car booths, also auctions, tabletop sales,
anywhere really.
charity shops as well, or in person. You hear through word of mouth that some people have stuff for sale, and you go, had it in their attic for years, they don't realise there's some value in it.
Yeah, and we try to buy stuff in bundles, don't we, to try and get the cost down.
Definitely. Buy it in bulk.
Definitely.
We enjoy buying, do mainly pop culture stuff, but it could be anything from video games to tools to music instruments, and we dabble in a few antiques, but we're learning. We don't know a lot of it.
Every day's a learning day.
Definitely. If you stop learning, you stop earning.
So where did the name Global Thrifters come from?
Yeah, so we enjoyed travelling very much. We spent a year, well actually about 14 months I think in the end, because we went back to India. But around Southeast Asia and over to India, we loved it. We've done it on a budget, and that's what we want to try and incorporate in with this channel. Being quite thrifty and just
living well.
Yeah, you can
also being cautious.
You can have good experiences without having to stay in a 5-star hotel.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, when we're on the road, we like to go in second-hand shops, thrift shops.
Yeah.
Try and fill our suitcases up, really,
yeah,
or backpacks.
Yeah, more recently backpacks. Thailand, we found some second-hand clothes stores out there where you're literally rummaging in big crates, and the prices are so good. So
I think sometimes we got in them.
Yeah, I think I probably had to hold Em's ankles and dangle her in. But no, we found some great bits. Even when we first got together, obviously we've been together now 5 years. Almost 6 years. And one of our first holidays was to Poland. And that's before we really started buying and selling. We realised there's sort of thrift shops out there. You could buy the clothes fairly cheap, and there's some good. There's a lot of Adidas, sort of Nike, sort of retro sportswear. It almost paid for part of that trip when we come home.
Definitely. Yeah, you'll probably find me in some crazy tops and jumpers.
Definitely.
I'm a bit of a rainbow child.
She's a walking rainbow.
So on our channel, basically, our plan is to show you about what we buy, what we sell. We'll do little hauls for you.
Just day-in-day life of what it takes to source the stuff, clean it, list it, package it, post it, and just the pros and cons to it all. And to show you how we do things. Some things might be similar to others. Some things could be completely different, but things that work for us. But as we said, we're always trying to learn new things.
So if you like the sound of that, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below.
Give this video a big thumbs up.
So without further ado, let's get thrifted. Right, so let's talk about
our top 3 favourite sales. Just things that we have enjoyed buying and actually made some good money on.
So the first, they're technically 2 things, but it sort of comes under one.
Yeah.
So we went to an auction house near Southampton, and they're basically in a job lot of...
Yeah, so it was some old toys. The rest of it was sort of bric-a-brac, go car boot, maybe 50p a pound, sort of just cannon fodder to get rid of. But sticking at the back and they were quite dirty. You spent a lot of time cleaning them, a long time. But it was worth it because we got the money for it. But they were made by Tonka, wrestling plushes, the old ones. I think they're 90s.
Yeah,
one
80s, 90s.
Yeah, one was Hulk Hogan, and the other one...
The Ultimate Warrior.
So I think we bid it up to about £12 on the lot, but all the toys were in an old ammo trunk.
Yeah, it was quite a big trunk.
Yeah, and the trunk itself would have had value to it, but we were mainly trying to buy the toys. We had a lot of stuff at the time. We weren't trying to buy bulkier bits. And the guy we bid it against, he bowed out at 10, so we won it at 12. And I went over to him after and said, "Can I ask, were you bidding for the trunk or the toys? Because I don't think people appreciate the value of them." And he said, no, not the toys, just the trunk. So I said, "Okay, well, what did you pay for it?" He said, "Well, I'll give you the £10 for the trunk." So I sold him the trunk, I bagged up the toys, and we walked away paying £2 for all these toys. Now I'll pop up just an image here, we sold them separately. We both went abroad, one went to Spain, one went to USA. So we got £45 for Hulk Hogan.
And then we sold the Ultimate Wrestler for, was it,
I think
90?
90 or 89.95. But after M cleaned them, it looked so much better. So.
And they also paid shipping, so that's...
Oh yes, shipping. Yeah, we always charge for shipping. Because we feel
We've tried both.
Yeah, we've tried both.
Yeah.
But we always say with returns, so if someone changes their mind and they want to return something, we do say that the buyer has to pay both sides of returns, otherwise we lose money.
If there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, if there's a fault with the item, then obviously we pay for that. So that was the first of our good buys, and again, £1 each, so I'm really happy with that.
Right, so number 2. We bought a big job lot at Car Boot. There was quite a few bits, wasn't there? £20 and it was...
Yeah, we paid £20 for everything.
Yeah.
And when they first opened the doors of the van, I saw 2 old deck chairs there. The lady pulled them out and said, how much are they? She said £10. I said, alright, I'll put them aside. I'll carry on looking. I thought I'll try and bundle it up. We always get a better price. And in this bundle, we ended up buying some Warhammer, some old electronics like a VHS player,
tape deck.
yeah, Walkman tape player, a leather stool, just loads of stuff. And in there was 2 old amps. We sold 1 amp for about, I think, I can't remember, maybe 60 quid. Straight away, all our profits back. We made a few £100 on all this buy, but the best buy from that lot was this amp. Now I think it was a piggyback amplifier.
A picture up here.
Yeah, we'll put a picture up here. Yeah, that's easier. But it's by JMI. Again, we do try and buy music stuff and electronics, but we're always learning. I mean, I don't know a lot about them, but I was chatting to a friend of mine who's a musician, and he said his actual words were, "You might have a hot potato here." So he sent me a link of what he found, and so in this photo, you'll see the top half part is black. That's been rebuilt, so it should be the same colours as the larger part in the bottom. But in America, someone was asking about $1,500, I think, for in mint condition, complete, lovely. So we tried our luck. Put it up for £1,000, up for a couple of months, no takers, no offers, nothing. We thought we were being a bit greedy, so we did drop it to about 500 because it was taking up space. We were trying to get our stock down anyway, and I had it on collection only because the other amp that we said we sold before did actually get damaged in transit, and the courier said they wouldn't cover it. Pride ourselves on good packaging. We, I want to make sure it's as wrapped up as possible to get there safely. So, but yeah, the buyer said he would take all responsibility, and he's happy for me to post it. So we done that. We got £350 for it, which you can see there, and it's yeah, we're happy with that. We're already in profit. It was worth more. To the right person.
I think we've sort of learned on the way that you can't be too greedy. You just need to get it in, get it out as soon as possible.
Just
as long as you're making
quickly.
As long as you're making a good profit, I think
definitely
the key is not to be greedy. Yeah.
At first, it was like if it's worth £100, I want that whole £100, even if I've only paid £1 for it. Whereas now, if you can sell it quickly. For 60, someone else can go make that last 40 if there's less work in it for us.
There's always more stuff to find.
Definitely. And we don't shy away from buying some stock, which you'll see in any future haul videos. Hopefully we'll have some good stuff to show you.
Right, so let's go on to number 3.
Yes, our final one. So I actually bought this myself back in 2017. It was an absolute the best thing I've ever found. Bought it from Bursledon, which is sadly stopped now, but if you know, you know. It was a good one. It was a big one. At the time, I didn't know its value at all. A guy had a few things on the table, and it was all sort of about £2 each. Now, if anyone is like me, if there's 3 things and they're £2 each, you can't help but say, do a 3 for a £5. It must just be in your blood. Like, there's always a deal. So I took all 3 for a £5. Got back to the van and started looking up a little bit because it looked quite interesting. And someone tried to buy it off me. Someone offered me £100 in cash while I was walking away. And I thought I could be onto something here. I put the photo up here. As you can see, it's a fishing reel. I believe it was 1895, around there, 1896. I'm probably going to butcher the name, but it was Edward von Hoff. It's a fly fishing reel. So I guess I paid £1.66 for it. Originally, I put it up for about 2,000. I knew I was shooting high, but you can only come down. And a guy in Sweden messaged me and offered me 1,000 for it. So I almost just took it straight away. I thought, the profit straight away is amazing. We agreed on 1,200 after it'd been on an auction for 10 days. No other interest, and he actually asked me to post it to a guy in Norway. He was in Sweden. He said, "Can you ship it to a guy in Norway for it to be professionally cleaned?"
Because he didn't want to see it.
He didn't want to see it. He wanted it to be ready to use as soon as he received it. and he sent me photos. That's the photo. This photo I put up is of it cleaned after he received it. And he's been messaging me since, and this is, like I said, back in 2017, and he loves it. He showed me pictures of other reels he has and everything. So yeah, that was our best find ever, and they don't happen often.
So obviously this is our first video, so we hope you enjoyed it. Yes. If you did, please smash a huge thumbs up.
Definitely, and hit that subscribe button down below so you can come along and see what else we find, things we buy, and hopefully sell to make a profit.
So tomorrow we are going to our first car boot.
Yes.
So
it's been a while. We're in lockdown, by the way.
So hopefully we're gonna go, take a bit of footage while we're there, and then we'll get back and we'll do a haul for you. So stay tuned on that one. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.
Cheers, guys. Take care.